Hola, minasan! Welcome back for another round of trailer reaction. This just came out today. It's a big announcement. Well, I don't know if it's a big announcement. For me, it's a big announcement. It's very big for me, given the history of this little thing here. But I'm very, very, very shocked that this is happening on the Nintendo Switch, and it is the Nintendo World Championships NES Edition. Oh boy. You want to talk about a blast from the past, man. I have so much to say, especially with Mother's Day happening this weekend. It's this is very, very special and endearing to my heart, more so than anything else. And I got a little treat to show you all after I look at this trailer and see what it is that they're doing, and then give you the whole spiel. So make sure you all stick around, and yeah, let's get to reacting. What's next with Nintendo World Championships? Nintendo held the first event in 1990.
I'd like to welcome you all to the Nintendo World Championships.
Followed by events in 2015, 2017.
The batteries are charged.
Before I walked out onto stage, I was incredibly nervous. It was my first time in that sort of environment.
The audience was insane. We're wild.
I'm having the best time of my life here.
There were lasers everywhere, the music was blasting, and you're on stage and everybody's cheering and everybody's... I mean, my mom's the loudest person in the audience, right? You can hear her over everybody else.
I'm excited to go on stage, I'm excited to play, and I'm going to do the best I can.
Some unbelievable performances that we saw in this first round.
Am I going to walk out of here the best of the best? Or am I just going to be another average gamer?
It was a lot of emotions at once that me as a 12-year-old was kind of thrown into. Like, this is really like the top level.
Those moments are what this championship was made for.
Yeah, it was mind-blowing when they said they were bringing that back.
Really gifted at games. It just happened to be my day.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a new Nintendo World Champion.
After the competition, I was definitely feeling in my head, I can do better. I can come back. I can have some sort of redemption arc.
In 2024, the World Championships return.
In my living room?
Oh, that's...
Really?
Yep. When they said Nintendo Switch...
It's your own home with the Nintendo World Championships NES Edition game.
Oh, man.
Challenges include racing to grab the Super Mushroom, defeating the Octoroks as fast as you can, reaching the gate as quickly as possible, and
This is
so many more.
This is more like NES
Take
remix.
On 150 challenges from across 13 different NES games. Aim for the best time in speedrun mode.
Wait,
Compete
this...
for the top spot in the World Championships weekly global online leaderboard.
Oh!
Or
That's
take the
cool.
competition to the couch with up to 8 players in party mode. Nintendo World Championships NES Edition launches July 18th.
Okay.
On Nintendo eShop.
Oh, it's a...
Nintendo World
Oh.
Championships NES Edition Deluxe set will also be available.
When?
Containing a gold-colored replica
When?
cartridge, 13 art cards, 5 pins, and a physical game card.
What? The game pack's not playable.
Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
Huh?
Hey, what are y'all playing?
Who's that guy?
This takes me back.
Wow. Okay, that was freaking cool, man. That was freaking cool. You know, I know I'm saying NES remix, but you know what? That's precisely the way the NES, how the Nintendo World Championship cartridge operated. It was just small challenges. It was just a whole small set of challenges. There's not much. There wasn't really much to say. I mean, I said it's straightforward. NES remix. I think that was more than enough to say about this game. Quite honestly, because that's pretty much what it is. It's NES Remix with online capabilities. So I have nothing more. Look at the whole setup. This is exactly like NES Remix. They just were smart enough to go with the Nintendo World Championship name instead of NES Remix. That was a smart move. That was a smart move. And that was cool that they brought back all the winners, especially from 1990. That was pretty cool. That's right. I did attend the Nintendo World Championships in 1990. I got this strange autograph. I don't know who autographed this. I was a little kid back then, but yeah, this was what I had left from Nintendo World Championships. This whole entire booklet covering how to get around the whole thing. Look at these World of Nintendo advertising. Remember World of Nintendo? Oh my gosh. And this is crazy. They even talked about how in Seattle, they had this hands-free gaming at a dentist. So, what happened was, and how I got my hands on it. Like this even explains the competition and everything. So how did I get my hands on this? Well, it's very simple. You grew up watching Captain N, the original Mario games. That's pretty awesome. Tech 120, PC Master Race. So you're already addicted to cars and computers. I understand. You missed the whole thing. You missed that whole thing. Oh, man, that sucks. But then again, Europe didn't exactly had it good with when it came to the NES, especially with your PAL format and your, what was it, 25 frames per second. You all had to play it on 25 frames per second or something. Your frame rates were a lot lower on your TVs. Man, you guys got the short end of the shaft. But basically, how I ended up getting this in my hand was very simple. Mama Coqui took me to the Nintendo World Championships in 1990. It was a surprise, quite honestly. Turned out, Mama Coqui found these coupons on the back of a milk carton for tickets. There were discount coupons for tickets. And so she asked if I wanted to go out of nowhere. I didn't even expect it. And I was like, yeah, let's go. And this was back in 1990, and mind you, this was before the internet, way before the internet, way before the campers would be like, all right, I got my card, I'm ready. And then the second the clock struck 5 seconds before launch, they immediately buy 100 tickets and close out the whole entire sale. And suddenly they're sold out within 1 minute. While I'm like typing everything up, and then I hit and it's like sold out. I'm like, huh? You just started 5 minutes ago. So this was at a time where you could just walk right on up to the ticket booth and buy the ticket. I still don't know who this autograph is to this day. I was a little kid back then, so I didn't exactly know all the famous people. I guess this is supposed to be Cody or Covel or Coel. I don't know. It's all scribbled, but let me tell you something. It was at the Jacob Javits Center in New York City. That's where Anime NYC happened last year. For those of you who are wondering or have seen my show, but yeah, man, I got to see all kinds of Nintendo games before they got released. I got to see Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers before it got released. What else? I got to see like Solstice before it got released. It was like being in heaven, man. When you're a little kid and you're into Nintendo, it feels like you're in heaven. Mama Coqui was playing some video games. I was playing some video games, and yeah, she hooked me up with with getting into the competition. You know what I'm saying? She was able to sign me up for the Nintendo World Championship competition, where I got to play Super Mario Brothers, Rad Racer, and Tetris. How did I do? I did good until Tetris. For some dumb reason, and I'll show you a good example here. Because I was on fierce mode. You know, say I got the 50 coins in Super Mario Brothers. Then I finished the entire first track. You know, the whole stage 1 track in Rad Racer. But when I got to Tetris, you see that little setup there? I did a similar setup like that, where I would get multiple Tetrises, and I plugged up the hole where I was supposed to do the Tetris. I don't know what possessed me to do that, but that happened. And yeah, I have no idea how I did, because once the time stopped, all the kids started walking off the thing. Now it wasn't on the big stage, if that's what you're thinking. No, this was like the preliminaries. So they had whole rows of these Nintendo World Championship games lined up in you know, like row after row after row, and so you know, it was like the process of elimination. But you know, they instructed us to stand there until they finished writing down the numbers and then telling us, you know, the results and everything. However, the kids didn't listen and walked off the whole thing. I'm standing there waiting. Then all of a sudden, Mama Coqui was like calling me out and said, "Go on, you know." And it's like, you know, I'm like waiting for the people to show up to record my score and tell me if I move on to the next round or not. And unfortunately, because of that, you listen to your mama. You gotta always listen to your mama, no matter what. You know what I mean? So I did, and I never knew if I scored enough to go to the next round or anything. So yeah, unfortunately, sadly, sadly, there's nothing I could do about it. But I am most definitely very saddened. So I'll never know if I really did top that little group that I was playing with. But nevertheless, you know, we continue walking around and checking out video games and everything, and I was just like, you know, typical little kid, you know, just running all over the place. And then you know, one of the coolest things, one of the most cutest little things happened. You know, little kid Coqui me. Belongs to Cliff. I don't know. Like I said, I was 12 years old, and it definitely doesn't spell out Cliff. Tech 120. I don't know, but if anybody recognizes this signature, please let me know in the comments section if you recognize this signature. Probably somebody will be like, "Yeah, it's my signature." Some rando. But yeah, Mama Coqui was like, "Okay, it's time to go." But there's this weird blue guy, you know, up in the exit. You know, Mama Coqui knows how to get kick Coqui out of you know, away from everything and start going home or something. You know what I'm saying, the little carrot and the stick thing. So you know, went on up, and there was one of those, those mascot suits like you see in how you say, you know, those mascots, you know, people put on the Mario mascot, you know, and they walk around, you know, those mascot suits. So went up there, and it turned out to be Mega Man. And at that time, I was definitely hardcore into Mega Man. Like, I was playing Mega Man 2 faithfully, Mega Man 1 and 2, like constantly. So Kid Coqui was like, "Oh my God, there's Mega Man, the blue bomber," and ran up and hugging and everything. Can't imagine the. Of course, I was too busy, you know, hugging not even look back at Mama Coqui to see, you know, what kind of smile she had watching me do that. You know, so yeah. Unfortunately, because it was such a last minute thing, because the decision was made on the same day. My cookie found the discount tickets the day that this was happening. And it was surreal. It was very surreal, but it was such a surreal experience. But yeah, we want to talk about awesomeness. Mama Coqui was definitely awesome. You know, she was my playing partner on Clue Clue Land. That was our jam, man. We played Clue Clue Land a lot, and we both aced that game hard. We would get far and far into the game. Oh man, yeah, yep. But this was something that was just sprung up out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? This was a mother's love. That came out of Mama Coqui. Because this was not something that would just happen. You know what I'm saying? Out of the blue. You know what I'm saying? Like there was no rewards or anything. This was just out of love. And very thankful for that. Just look at this. Look at the cool stuff in these pages here. I never, as a kid, I never bothered, reading this. I was just happy to have, some kind of memento. And the reason why I say that is because since everything was so last minute, that we never even got a camera to take pictures. So, there's no photographic memories or anything, just only up here of the experience. And this one little thing, that was brought back. And surprisingly enough, despite all the years it's been buried under all of my Nintendo stuff, this thing is still intact. Very well intact, despite how crumpled it looks and everything. You can tell it got beat up, but the only tear is down here. Man, what else is in this book here? So yeah, this was like all the companies that was there, like that was showcasing their games like at that time. Let's see here, Batman for Sunsoft. Taito had Wrath of the Black Manta. Yeah, they had these games available. Crystalis, and Interactive had The Punisher. Let's see, Data East, Sunsoft, Konami. Yeah, Kemco Seika. It was just so amazing to experience, and so many companies at that time. I mean, look at this Culture Brain. I just played a Culture Brain game last week. If you all seen it, which was it? Kung Fu Heroes. Yeah, it was. It was from the Kung Fu Hero games on the Game Boy. So, oh man, it was such a fun time. Look at this here. They even explain, give you tips. It's a long, tough climb to the top. But why someone's not going to do it? You. Oh, but someone's got to do it. Why not you? That's a weird way to phrase that. But it was pretty cool because they had all the instructions explaining. But I didn't need to do that. I just watched everybody play and figured it out from watching them. I don't know how I did that. It was funny. What is this? I still don't get this. Hands-free gaming at the children's hospital. I think that's adorable. It's just very weird that the child is exposed like that. Yeah. I think they could have done better with the hands-free controller. Yeah, I even got to try out. I got to try out Solstice. I remember trying out Solstice over here. I didn't get the chance to try out Chippendale's Rescue Rangers. It was a long line. I remember the line was long for that game. It was crazy. But let's see here. Yeah, see here. They explain it. Pods. Yeah. Featuring 102 game stations and 2 pods. The arena is capable of processing 8,500 computers over the NWC weekend. Let's see here. You could do the power walk, super stage. Yeah, and yeah, what you saw on what they showed, that's exactly how what it really looked like, on the stage. It was pretty crazy watching everybody, standing around. Oh man. Non-interlaced double scanning TVs. Oh my gosh. Prism IDTV technology. Non-interlacing. So what is this? The first HD? This was projection television. Oh, it's a projection television. Oh man. And the list of all the stores on here. Look at the list of all the stores that had a World of Nintendo department. My gosh, remember Nobody Beats the Wiz? Remember Circuit City? What else? Oh my gosh, there was a Target back then? Target stores existed back then? Jeez, I thought they were new. I thought they were recent. Like, oh yeah, KB Toys. I remember KB Toys. What else? Best Buy. I couldn't believe Best Buy existed in 1990. That just shows you how little reach they had back then. We had Bradley's though in my area, and Caldor. Oh man, Caldor. That's crazy. Man. Just look at the merch, man. Just look at the merch. I wanted all this merch when I was a kid. I was like, I want all this. I want all this. Oh gosh, just going through this is such a cool thing. The rest of this is basically just companies showing off, showcasing what games they were showcasing and what they were planning to release or what they had already released, and even give you some tips. That's pretty cool. Actually, I didn't even realize it. They actually gave you some tips on the games that they probably had showcased on there. Super C, Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle. Yeah. Oh, and this was funny at the end here when I saw it over here at the end. It says here, Nintendo Real Fruit Snacks presents the Nintendo World Championships. Star in your own music video. Stop by Nintendo Real Fruit Snacks exhibit. I'm glad I did not go there. I don't think I want to know. Oh man. So yeah, that's Nintendo World Championships. I can't wait to pick that game up. I can't wait to pick it up and when it comes out. There we go. When it comes out. Is this good? Yeah, it's good. Yeah. Just look at that. What a long way, from 1990 until now. It's pretty cool. It was a pretty cool experience. It was a very fun experience. And let me tell you something. When you're a kid, you remember something like this always. Oh, stay up. This is something you'll always remember, but you know what? Will always stick to your mind forever. Your own Mama Coqui hooking you up with the tickets and taking you there just for the loves. Gracias, Mama Coqui. And happy Mother's Day. So that's it, everybody. That's my trailer reaction and reminiscent of the days of yore when Nintendo couldn't do any wrong in the eyes of the child. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe, follow, you want to, and head on over to Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com and grab yourself a copy of the Impossible Man Strange fantasy novel written by me. You'll find the description down below, along with other merch that is available on sale, from pins and stickers to t-shirts and music. And with that said, until the next reaction, I wish you all a good night, buenas noches, and oyasuminasai.